Hello and welcome to the stream, to number 56 of the Digital Homicides Streamcast. With me, as always, is Lothar in the background. Hi, Lothar.
Hi, Triton. Hi, everyone. Finally, you let me out of the cage.
Yeah, and I'm out of the cage as well, when people can see me again, because I'm all black. Why? Again? I just set it up right before. Fuck. Hey, professional, as always. And I'm kind of dark today. It's kind of weird. Okay, I think your cam froze. Maybe. Yeah, you're frozen. Ah, there we go. Now you're moving again. Wait. Hello?
I don't know. In meets, I'm pretty much moving. I can see it on my end.
My window capture just died for some weird reason.
Ah, that's explain it.
What the heck? The browser's open. What are you doing? Oh my god, seriously? We just tried it. Everything was working. Why? Why the hell? Seriously.
Even my camera trying to perform nicely today.
This is so stupid. Okay, let's try this again. Window capture. I cannot choose the browser. What the fuck? Are you kidding me now? Yeah, I cannot close the browser. That's okay. I have to figure out something else then. Then I'm gonna. Really now? Really? Yeah, I'm gonna open a new meet. I have to reopen the browser. I don't get it. Well. Okay.
Let's hope that my camera won't decide to die for no good reason at all.
The thing is, we were doing this for like 15 minutes already, and the fucking shit was working. I don't get it.
You and me both. I don't get why my camera suddenly started to work, and you don't get why it stopped capturing.
It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
Okay,
Technology is a weird thing.
there's a new link. Let's see if that works.
Let's hope that I'm going to connect to it right. Okay, so I'm getting it like this.
Oh, that's not the right shot.
Like this. And join.
Oh yeah, now I have to let you in. Ah!
Sounds promising.
Yeah, the thing is, it's... Why? Yes. Let him in. The thing is, it did show you, but it also shows everything else.
Yeah, I can see that.
Whoa! Now you have to mute yourself in meets.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Yeah. What is that here now? Now it shows my character over there. Seriously, if we wouldn't have set it up, but we did set it up to not have that shit. God damn it.
Yeah. We're actually trying here.
We actually were done on time. We did try out everything. Everything was working. The moment we go live, everything goes to shit. What the hell? It's just so bullshit. Okay, now I have to get your green away again. That's definitely too much.
And I think my camera died.
Oh, perfect. Oh, fuck me! Seriously, what the hell?
I have no idea,
No, I
but
still see your camera. Oh, you're still moving in the browser.
I just blinked away. I don't know. I was like, maybe my camera died, but nope, it just for some reason changed to logic capture.
Okay. Okay, now I cannot choose the browser anymore.
How we managed to do that the last time?
I have no idea.
And I was using my phone.
I cannot even choose the fucking browser. Seriously, I'm already pissed enough to end the stream. Seriously, this is seriously pissing me off so much right now. If we wouldn't have tested it and did everything 15 minutes before going live, seriously. But we did. God damn it, this pisses me off. This is just a bullshit that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking crap.
It would be much easier if Discord was still an option, but
yeah,
not right now.
I did see something about video in Steam earlier.
I know that Steam have option to translate the game or record the video. I don't think that you can use it.
Okay, now let's see if I can get you back again.
Yeah, you can basically stream the video or record the video. You can't talk with video.
Okay, yeah. Okay, now you're half transparent.
Well, better than none.
Oh. This is... Okay. That's better. Okay, hey! 10 minutes in, fucking bullshit, and yay! Woohoo! New year, new stream, and I'm so pissed that I seriously, I'm so not in the mood to stream. Fuck this shit. Yeah. I even attached my camera because that's normally not attached anymore. So, okay, well. In the background, as you can see, the Steam Awards, because we did not talk about the winners. We just talked about the votes and stuff. So
yeah, we also skipped
mute
the
yourself
last
in
stream
mutes.
of the. I should not allow Mits to use my microphone at all.
Either that or well, I normally just mute it directly.
Yeah, I forget about it again.
Okay, so Steam Awards 2024. Well, let's start. Game of the Year. Black Myth Wukong. Well, it could have hit a worse game, so I'm not too mad about that.
Yeah. What else we had in the listing? I can see only 3 games. No, 4 games in Games of the Year category. No, yeah, that's right. 3 games. Balto, Space Marine, and Wukong.
The other one was Helldivers 2, and the last one Stalker. Why Stalker was even there it makes no sense. The game is an unfinished mess, or was at least.
And well, it's not like it's just unfinished mess. It's basically upgraded version of Stalker Call of Pripyat.
Yeah.
It's not what they promised even.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even worse. I didn't look into it, and I didn't even install it through Game Pass or anything. But calling that game, or even considering that game as Game of the Year, I mean, seriously,
I think it's just a pity vote.
yeah, it's just it just makes no sense. I mean, Stalker wasn't a bad game, but never a Game of the Year material in my opinion.
Yeah, if we're talking about Metro Exodus and Stalker 2, Metro Exodus have far more production value than Stalker 2. But if I remember correctly, Metro Exodus wasn't in Game of the Year shortlist.
Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, we can check the other Game of the Year awards. They're all listed from the last few years.
And we have to first of all find out which year Metro Exodus was released on Steam,
True.
and then need to figure out in which year it was actually listed.
But
In
from those
what
games,
category.
I think Wukong is a pretty good choice.
Yeah, that's actually true because Helldivers 2 had this thing with PlayStation account, and Space Marine 2 is basically like it's always online thing like Helldivers, but it's even worse because in Space Marine 2 you can't replay story missions.
Huh?
Yes, you basically play through story once, and after that you must grind all repeatable online missions.
So no new game plus basically.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, basically like in the original one, but at least in the original one, it's much easier to start from the new one. While in the new one, I don't actually sure, but still, you kinda can't replay previous missions. Not like it's a bad thing, specifically in story-driven linear games, but kinda questionable.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, moving on. VR Game of the Year. We had Blade and Sorcery, which received a weird update when I read it right. Some people were complaining about it. Then Metro Awakening VR, Maestro, Help Wanted 2, basically Five Nights at Freddy's, yay, and Davigo. Davigo, in Davigo you play basically a god, you're the hand, and I think it's a multiplayer, an asymmetrical multiplayer kind of game.
If it would be like black and white, it would be much nicer.
Yeah, no, it's not. But
Uh,
that would be cool. Black and white as a VR remaster, that would actually be a cool idea. That's actually a good idea. Okay, anyway,
well,
Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah, it's
I don't know. It might be my personal opinion, but I think Five Nights at Freddy got old during the Five Nights at Freddy 2.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. That's what part 7 then or 8 or something like that already. I mean,
I think it's already we have like 9 or 10 games in this
mm,
series, including one RPG that was deleted, Sister Location, that soft reboot, also 2 parts of Help Wanted, and whatnot.
and a movie, I think.
We don't talk about the movie. Yes, it have Nicolas Cage, but Nicolas Cage is basically a trump card.
So yeah. Okay, Maestro is a music game, which is pretty cool, but I think too limited with the tracks it comes with.
True, a lot of them actually limited with bundled music and ability to patch in your own music. If you can't do that, you basically locked in the system that you must like the music offer that the game can offer. Basically, people who buying Project Diva they know that they're going to get a lot of Vocaloid songs
Well,
and nothing else.
it's just classical music, so if you don't like classical music, it's not a game for you. But
Yeah.
it only makes sense with classical music. You're what's a conductor basically. So.
Oh, yeah, I get
La,
it.
la, 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 la. Okay, Blade and Sorcery, well, hack and slash, and Metro Awakening, yeah, Metro in VR.
I'm actually not sure what is Metro Awakening, because of that, I can't comment about it.
Well, it's Metro, but in VR.
It's Metro 1 or just
Um,
random story in Metro?
I think it might be an extra game.
Does this description say anything about Artyom?
No, you're Serdar.
Who?
Serdar. A doctor braving the darkness, crippling radiation and deadly threats of the Metro in a search for your wife and the medication she so desperately needs.
Can you copy that name for me? I just can't get a sense of it just from the pronunciation.
But yeah, it seems like an original game. So, not based on the others. I mean, not directly a VR remaster of a game. Seems like original story. But what I really hate, we're in 2025. That game came out last year and you still have floating hands with no arm attached to it. That's like ray tracing where you cannot reflect your face anywhere. So that just kills my immersion. If I just see the hand, I mean that was okay pre 2020, but nowadays I need arms, I need legs, I need to have my body in VR. Otherwise, I'm not interested.
Okay, I've got the idea of what that name is, but I still have no idea why they called him that name. It's basically a Middle East name.
Yeah, exactly. That was the first thought that I had. We have a comedian. His name is Serdar Somuncu.
Yeah, Sardar.
So, okay, moving on. Labor of Love Awards. The finalists: Stardew Valley, Baldur's Gate 3,
True.
Elden Ring,
Maybe.
Dota
Mhm.
2, and No Man's Sky.
To be fair, all of those games deserve to be in this short list.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But Elden Ring got extra love the last year with Shadow of the Earth Tree.
Yeah, true, but that's a paid add-on that I have nothing from. So,
True.
and Elden Ring itself, yes, it got a lot of patches and stuff, but nothing was changed.
Yes.
So for
So
me,
base.
for me, Labor of Love means the game gets new free content over a long time, and there's only one game in this list that should be that game, and that's No Man's Sky. As much as I disliked it at the beginning and what they did, this is one of the few games that is much better now than they even planned years ago, and they continuously release content and add-ons where other companies would charge $5 to $10 easily, and not one update was paid, and every update adds to the game. So
True. I can agree that No Man's Sky did a long journey from the overpromised release to what it is right now. I can agree that all of that they did for to bring a new audience and to allow old audience to feel the game in a new way. Give it some. Well, I don't know. I can't say that it gave the game the meaning because, as far as I know, the end goal is still the same. But at least it's much more playable right now. It's feel much better.
oh yeah, definitely. I have to play it again. I didn't play it for a while, but that also plays pretty well in VR. It's not my game for VR really because I'm not playing seated normally. Now with the Quest, I should actually try it again because now I can sit at my desk and don't have to use my sensors or anything. So maybe that feels a bit better because flying while standing is just weird because you sit in the cockpit. You're not standing in the freaking cockpit like on a ship, with a huge
Yeah.
wheel in front of you. And
Yeah.
okay, moving on.
Still, my case in point about Elden Ring. What Elden Ring got, yes, it might be paid DLC, but it also of the length of the full complete new game, and it's basically chef kiss for people who love Dark Souls. It's much harder. It's much well. It's basically much more challenging. It's got a completely new world without reused locations. We've got new animations, not just reused animations from the base game. We got new weapons, and that's basically important. We got new talismans, and basically. Shadow of the Earth Tree adding much more to the already existing experience.
Mm, yeah, that's true. It's also an add-on that I'm actually interested in getting.
Well, okay, and the new one they basically making right now. It's first of all, it's not directed by Miyazaki. Makes sense, I guess. And as far as I know, as far as I can see it, it feel like Bandai Namco looked at sales of Armored Core and looked at sales of Shadow of the Earth Tree and was like, do battle royale in that settings. We want money.
What was that other game? I just got into a playtest, Ascendant, and it's an extraction game, and
Ah,
with squads and whatnot, and someone was like, another battle royale. What? It has nothing to do with battle royale, dude. The squad extraction game couldn't be further away. In case you're wondering what I'm doing there, I'm just filling the chat so the other messages lost in the voids. So, and I see that the chat in the overlay is working now as well. So
yay, testing.
yeah, just testing here. Okay, so that was best game on Steam Deck Award.
We didn't even touch it.
Yeah, well, um, should be a category for you now.
Yes.
So
As
Belgio,
far as yes, yeah, okay, go with the nominees.
then Rogue Trader, God of War Ragnarok, Hades 2, and Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, which is one of those
Okay,
massive auto
so
shooter things.
yeah, okay, so when it comes to deck, we all know that deck is that slightly bigger than that screen, and it's about this massive. It's not like you're going to play something grand and opus on it. Well, yes, you can do that. I actually did that as well. But still, yes, okay. It's also have a good reaction time, but Steam Deck doesn't have that good of a battery. So
Yeah,
more graphics intense game will drain the battery really fast. And we have some good examples of games that actually small but actually fine to play on something handheld, like Balter, Hades 2, and Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. I would say that with quotation mark Rogue Trader can be also in that category, but only with with big star that only if you able to tolerate inferior way to control it, not with mouse and keyboard, but with a controller like console.
The HUD looks like it would not really be too much fun on Steam Deck.
I tried it. It's actually optimized just fun. Not fun, but fine.
Okay.
So yeah, that was one of the things that I did. I specifically installed Rogue Trader on my Steam Deck to check how it would work.
Okay.
Just to check it. It was fine, but I still think that mouse and keyboard for Rogue Trader and Pathfinder is superior way to play it, as all CRPGs.
Well,
So, God of War Ragnarok.
mhm.
I don't think God of War should be in any category at all. Original God of War, I beat it out of spite. I beat it on my first playthrough on the hardest difficulty level. I beat it out of spite because the game is pure bollocks.
I didn't continue with it. I mean, I also played on hardest difficulty and all, but I hate that X so much. The X
Yes,
is pissing me off so much. It is not my God of War. It is some game related to Kratos, but that's not a God of War game for me. It's dual wielding. That's Kratos, and the chain blades. That's my Kratos.
they nerfed dual wielding to the hell in this game. First of all, you get double linked blades really late in the game.
Yeah, I heard.
So, yeah, when your X already is good enough to deal with late game opponents, your blades is on level 1. You basically need to do the whole lot of grinding to grind your set for those blades to get even closer to the level of the X. This is a bad game designing decision.
Yeah, definitely. It's like they just added them for people like me. Here you have them. Look at them, try them out, and then move on. But
Yeah.
no, I will not get Ragnarok. I'm not sure if I finish the first one. So
You know, I basically sitted on that information for a long time. Boy is Loki.
really?
Yes.
How does that make any sense? What?
It makes no sense. Basically, woman that Kratos fall in love with is a giantess. And she's just as high as him.
Huh? Okay, now I'm completely not interested anymore.
Yes. And basically, Kratos and that ginger woman created this piece of Loki.
Is that stupid? Oh my god.
Why do you think when we talked about God of War 2018, I was so pissed that they butchered no Germanic folk? They
It's,
basically used some old named heroes and turned them into giants just because they couldn't find any uh, good goody old shoes giants. Because of that, they turned other characters into giants. They even turned Odin friends against the Odin just to make a case that Odin is basically Hitler. While you, with Kratos and Loki, going against Asgard and the remaining humanity saved in Asgard from the Ragnarok, but you and Loki basically destroying Asgard and dooming humanity to die in Ragnarok.
is that stupid? Okay, yeah, definitely not interested. Do I have that on ignore? Yeah, it's already ignored, so. Okay, moving on from that. Better with Friends Awards. Space Marine 2, I didn't even know that was a co-op game. Pal-
It's well, as I told you, it have a lot of grindable online missions. So
uh,
yeah, you can play campaign in co-op as well. And as I told you, campaign missions are not repeatable.
mm, Pal World, I still did not try that. Satisfactory, Helldivers 2, and Sons of the Forest. And the
It
winner
might
is Helldivers.
Well, it's not like I'm against the winner. It's much better than Palworld or Space Marine 2, in my opinion. But I would also choose Sons of the Forest because the first game was pretty much good in co-op, as far as I know.
Yeah, and yeah, it's not yeah, well, Helldivers is made with co-op in mind. Sons of the Forest can be played solo, so maybe that's one of the reasons why Helldivers won. Because Satisfactory, I can see that being played with others, but I personally think I'm not gonna play that with others.
Yeah, because of first of all, because of all of the grinds. Second of all, why did you put it there?
Yeah,
Why did you build it? Why you didn't upgrade this?
exactly. That's the point. That's the point. Or you just split it and have one warehouse where you put everything together or something. But that's exactly my point. Why did he make that? Why? Just why? Why the resources for that? I've seen some builds from a friend and they look pretty cool and stuff, but holy shit! From that material I could build so much stuff. I wouldn't even have that material to make something like that. He built a huge cannon with the pipe system. To,
Like that teleporting cannon.
yeah, pretty much. And his one looks insane. It's huge. You go stairs up, and it's really a nice build. Looks really really good, but you get the same effect with 1/4 of the length. So mine is teeny tiny in a house. I just go into the opening outside of the house and then it goes and I'm gone. And inside I can switch 3 directions basically. I just have to dismantle it, put it somewhere else, and I'm flying in the other direction because the ceiling is open. So and yeah, it's so tiny. I used less material for the whole thing than he used for a fraction of the base he built it on. The foundations. So crazy.
Speaking of wasted materials and why you're doing that, we need to play Deep Rock Galactic sometimes.
Uh, yeah, I mean, this anniversary event at the moment.
Yes, I already grinded the half of the season and basically anniversary of extended of the season.
Yeah, the thing is, I rage installed it last year because I really hate the mission where you have to find the stuff in the ground.
Oh yeah, I was confused with that as well.
No, it's not about the confusion. I find the area where I need to find it, yeah? But
Mhm.
the holes I have to dig to actually find it drives me insane. I'm right at the spot. Beep, 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 beep. And I dig and I dig and I'm like, oh, fuck. That's why I like, that's why it would be nice to, have either the detonators that you have as, I think, the drill or so,
Yeah,
or having the drills. Because then it's just like, okay, found it.
I think they might nerfed it because after I figured out how to do it, I was able to find them pretty constantly.
Okay. Yeah, then we should play because that was the reason why I stopped playing it. And I think I still have 2 missions in that mandatory one to finish. But yeah, we should play. We should play. Because with 2 players it's definitely more bearable.
Yeah, and when you have a driller, you basically don't need to worry about how to build the pipe system during liquid markite. extraction mission.
Yeah, it also helps with that. Yeah, definitely. Although I don't mind to play any mission alone, just that one where you have to find that, I don't know what shit it is. The mission itself is pretty cool. You go down that elevator and whatnot. That's pretty fun and all, but
Yeah.
until you get to that, it takes forever. A mission like that took me like 45 minutes to finish.
Oh yeah. My first time, even when I didn't get how to play it, was just 30 minutes. After that, I basically can finish one in 10, but I'm pretty much taking my sweet time exploring.
Yeah, I normally do that as well, but uh, yeah, it's I don't know. All right. Well, so I don't mind Helldivers winning there. From that list, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, okay. It's definitely better than Space Marine, Pale Warden Satisfactory. And Sons of the Forest, let's say that it's still cooking.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I still want to get it at some point. Okay, here's the topic for you. But
Oh,
I think you might not have too much to complain about. Okay, so the finalists were Neva,
I might actually.
Silent Hill 2, Hades 2, Metaphor, and Nine Souls. No Nine Souls. Neva is a platformer, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's
That's what
platformer.
I just remembered that Neva is a indie game.
Yeah, and it looks really, really good. It looks like you're playing in aquarelle paintings. Silent Hill, it does look good. It's not a bad looking game. Hades, well, looks like Hades looked before. Metaphor looks really stylish.
Yeah, screenshots don't make it basically justice. Metaphor looking like mwah.
Okay, looks even better. Yeah, okay. I mean, you have that with a lot of games, but yeah, the screenshots already look freaking awesome. The whole style of the HUD and the damages and whatever and the effects, it looks really, really good.
They actually played the Metaphor.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not sure if that's. I think it's not in Game Pass yet. No Nine Souls is a nice Metroidvania kind of game. Also, really, really nice art style. I played that in Game Pass, not too much, but that's a pretty good game. Okay, so Silent Hill.
Hmm. Actually, I'm not sure. Yes, Silent Hill is. I don't know.
I mean,
It might be because of my how I see the developer basically Blue. Who
Blooper
the
Team.
Yeah, Bluebird.
Mm-hmm.
It might because how I see developer Bluebird, but original style of Silent Hill 2 was created back in 2000s.
Mm.
It was already good, and specifically with graphical limitations and limitations of the television and console, this game looked gorgeous. Specifically, well, it's not most twisted horrors that we get in Silent Hill. We get that in Silent Hill 3. But still it looked fine.
I
I
mean,
Even with all my love for Silent Hill 2, I can't say that it's most visually attractive Silent Hill game.
mhm. Yeah, the thing, the problem that I have with that category is Silent Hill looks good. It looks really good. It's a good looking game. It's a realistic looking game, but it has no style. It's not
Yeah,
like with,
it's basically a run-down American town.
no, I mean graphically, if they would have
Oh,
used
yeah, okay.
like cell shading, for example, but still the same graphics, then it would have been a different style. And that's the reason why I think those games that would have been good to win number one, Metaphor. I mean, Metaphor is the most stylish game in the whole list in there, in my opinion.
Yes, and I think that in this list should be two games from Atlus, Metaphor and Persona 3 Reloaded, because they both was released this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Metaphor more stylish than Persona, but Persona also looking good.
Yeah. The thing for me is, there should be a game winning that looks nothing like your regular game. And Silent Hill looks like your next action third-person Unreal Engine game.
True. And if we're talking about most photorealistic game, well, we still have Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, true.
So it's also not going to win that.
But yeah, for me it would have been Metaphor number one and Neva second, No Nine Souls on third, and the other two. I mean, Hades looks good, but it looks like the last one, so it's kind of what you expect.
Well, if we're going to look that way, Hades looking like Transistor as well.
Yeah, you have more comic-like graphic than Transistor. Transistor is a bit
okay, like Citadel.
different. But yeah, another game that looks similar to Hades. Oh, it's early access? That's still early access.
In early access?
Huh.
They already justified the price release by saying that it's going full release.
I mean, it's almost $30 and it's still early access. Then let me show this game, because that's also early access, costs a few bucks less. It's also super stylish and looks a little bit like Hades. Plays differently.
Cinematic looked like cinematic from Dead Cell.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, true. But that's a pretty good game that I can definitely sign my name below, besides the fact that it was in playtest. But that's a fun game. Also a fun co-op game. You can play that with.
Yeah, I'll at least put it in my notes and try to remember it.
Yeah, I'm sad that the testers didn't get a copy. Okay. So, but I'm also loud about talking about the playtest, because there was a playtest on Steam as well. So, all right. Most innovative gameplay awards. The finalists: Beltro. Well, Beltro is a roguelike poker game kind of thing, right?
I think yes, and if we're going to go with that shit, I guess Baltro should have won this.
Okay, don't do anything with your camera, but Meats is frozen, and okay, now you're moving there again. Oh, okay, that worked. Okay.
I had to click on the Meets window to make myself unfroze.
Okay. I wasn't sure if OBS is messing up again, so.
No, this time it's on me.
Okay. Okay, then Satisfactory, Helldivers, Liar's Bar, and Stalker.
Why Helldivers and Stalker even in this category? Stalker is basically didn't change from the Shadow of Chernobyl, and Helldivers is basically your average go, shoot, and kill.
Yeah, pretty much nothing innovative about that at all. So, I don't know. The other three, yeah. Liar's Bar, I don't know too much about Liar's Bar, actually. Liar's Dice and Liar's Stack, where you're bluffing at, oh yeah, oh, I remember now. The dice game that's played in there, it's called Maxian in Germany. It's kind of like a child's game. where you also have dice, and then you look what you have, and then you say what it is, and the other one needs to figure out, okay, you're lying or it's the truth. And yeah, making that into a freaking game blew my mind. Seriously, you played it like, I don't know, half an hour and then you're done with it. It's not like, but yeah, okay, cool. I mean, it looks cool and all, and yeah, but I don't know if it's innovative.
I don't know if I can call it innovative as well. But
But it's not a
from
typical game.
yeah, from all this selection, I would say that Baltro is most innovative.
Yeah. Which is also using an old game idea basically and adding on top of it.
Yeah, true.
And it also looks really stylish. I have to try it. A friend of mine played it and says it's good, and I think it's in Game Pass.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, Satisfactory, yeah, is a pretty good game, but well, yeah, it is innovative, but most innovative, yeah, I don't know.
Well, to be fair, Factorio was before Satisfactory.
Yeah, true. Well, Satisfactory was in early access for quite a while.
Factorio as well, and Factorio is still earlier. The only difference is Factorio is on one-dimensional plane, while Satisfactory is in three-dimensional.
Yeah. I did play Factorio, and maybe I have to play it more, but the top-down and all, I don't know. I'm more a 3D guy, so. Okay, moving on from that. Best game you suck at awards. Tekken 8.
Definitely deserved.
Wukong, yeah, I guess. Tekken 8, Ghost of Tsushima, also a game I really, really want to play. Black Myth, Wukong, Dragon Balls, what's that? Striking Zero or something?
Might be Apex.
Sparking Zero. Okay.
Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
And the finals.
The what else?
The finals. The finals is a free to play game actually. That's also how do you describe that game? It's a multiplayer shooter where you get more money and points if you do crazy stuff, and the audience basically gives you money.
Oh, it's basically like Smash TV concept. Running Man.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if is that a team play actually? Teams. So team-based multiplayer. I mean, it looks really awesome. I only played like 10 minutes or so. But it's free, hey. Okay, so there should be more games, more Souls-like games in here, in my opinion.
I can understand why you put fighting games in it, because they also have, unlike Souls-like, they have a low barrier to entry with high skill ceiling. While Souls-like have already higher barrier to entry with a higher skill ceiling.
But I personally never really played fighting games solo. That's something I basically just play against others.
I played some fighting games solo just to see how they will perform, in the hope that I will play with somebody else. I have a whole lot of Balls Blue and what is this?
I mean, I did get my ass kicked in Mortal Kombat and whatnot from the AI. It's not like I didn't play games like that or Street Fighter or whatever. But in the newer ones, I don't know. I do have a lot of the new ones, and I barely played any of them.
I don't know. I think that Mortal Kombat 11 have strange progression system with moves that you can change and swap. You can't access all of your moves. You must unlock or buy fatalities. You must unlock or buy new gears, and you must grind your gears to make it better.
Too much RPG for a fighting game. And it's
True.
also another thing in the last Street Fighter I don't have, but the number 4. So you have way too many freaking bars here, special there, and another counter here. And if you do this, this unlocks that. And what the fuck? Give me a health bar from me and my enemy, and let's fight. God damn it! With their super special bar here and ultimate shit here, and really.
Well, to be fair, Mortal Kombat 11 also have a health bar and one bar on the bottom left, on the bottom right, and one bar in the bottom.
Yeah, too much. It's just too much. I don't need that shit. This is give me a set of actions and let me do them. I mean, we already have a shit ton more buttons. Just do stuff with it, but not those freaking bars. And oh, jetzt now I have to press that combination because that bar is full. And
Yeah, that's why I like something more simple like Blast Blue or shit. What the name again?
I know what game you mean.
Uh, I'm I'm actually bothered by that because I'm not able to remember the name.
Me?
Guilty Gear.
Oh yeah, okay, that's old school. Yeah. But that's another game that was more on the fancy looking side. I don't remember. It's been a while.
I
I,
couldn't remember what you're talking about as well.
I'm
But yeah,
I'm slightly interested in the remaster of Virtua Fighter actually because that
I
is
ba-
old school.
I basically put Guilty Gear and a couple of Blast Blue games on my Switch because y- basically took that Switch to the friend's place and he connected his controller, I connected mine, and through the deck we put it to his TV. And
Yeah, that's fun. I mean,
yeah,
back in the day, we also played co-op, you know, and but local co-op. Hey, Super Nintendo, yeah, let's do Street Fighter.
yeah, and now my local co-op basically have its own screen.
Mm.
But yeah,
Um,
I also installed Turtles, and we didn't manage to play it together. But yeah, I showed to him, he played it, and this was like, ah,
yeah,
cool.
that's a really nice game. Really old school, but really nice. Okay, well, okay, that winner is fine in our books.
Yes,
Okay, best soundtrack. I have literally no fucking idea about soundtracks, and I couldn't care less. The discussion at the moment,
definitely not Red Dead Redemption.
the discussion at the moment about Doom: The Dark Ages and the used music because the guy who did the music in the past, Mike something, I don't know or care. Some people are so nerds. I mean, I'm also a geek and nerd, but holy shit. As if I would care for who the fuck the composer of a game music is. It just needs to sound good, you know, and
Mick Gordon, I think.
yeah, that might be. And they did something with him, and I don't know what, some kind of bullshit. I don't know.
I can say that what he did for Doom and Doom Eternal was more than fine. But as far as I like what he did with soundtracks for those games, I still think that his best is the only thing they fear is you. And when I remembering modern Doom, I remembering only those two tracks, only this one track. While when it's going to original Doom, it's adds Doom's Gate, uh,
I don't know one fucking title of a Doom
Sleepy,
game. Not one title of a game song at all. Nada.
one, one in, one two in, one and three, all of those bangers.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do know the songs that
And I
are
know that
used, but
yeah, and I've heard modern metal interpretation by Andrew Holshaw. And as far as I think, whatever Mick Gordon did for modern Doom is fine, but whatever Andrew Holshaw did for original Dooms and most of the boomer shooters, it's far much better.
I hate that term so much. Um, but yeah, the sound or the music that I heard from the new Doom game in the trailer is fine. It's rock, it's metal, it's okay. It's I don't mind who made it. So
I don't know about music in modern upcoming Doom. I didn't hear it yet. I still have a lot of questions with new Doom because I saw how they basically buried the game with Ancient Gods Part 2.
yeah, I mean the the thoughts about Doom are kind of split. Some people are like, yeah, cool, new stuff and whatever, but um, eh, in my opinion, you have too many one button actions, and that's what they promoted with. So
Oh,
there are no glory kills anymore, but you can use your shield to block off enemy attacks.
what the point?
Then you can use your shield when a certain marker, a ring or something in purple, I think, is around the enemy. Then you can use your shield with just one button and you throw it. And well, rip and tear might be a thing in the new one again. And then you have another context action. When it's a green circle, you can use either of three melee weapons, like a mace or a hammer or a sword, I think.
I didn't use sword once in Doom Eternal.
Uh, did I use it? Good question. I
Oh,
still need to continue. I'm
Oh
stuck in
yeah,
this
yeah.
one
I,
area.
I used it once just because game spawned Cyber Demon, and I was like, "Oh come on, that's third in the row."
And you had no ammo anymore, so you needed the sword.
Yes.
Then another thing, there will be no chainsaw in Doom.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's sacrilegion.
Well, you do have your shield, and in your shield,
Who cares? I didn't have shield in any previous Doom games.
but in the shield, you have a chainsaw outside, so you can.
If it would be chain sword or chain X, I might be interested. But chain shield?
Yeah.
No, that's too much.
And it costs 80 euros, is a pure single player game, and if you pre order the game, you get character skins.
Somehow I feel offended.
Yeah. Because the only thing where you see the skins is, well, on your arms and in cutscenes, but where's the point in that? Seriously. Anyway, Doom is not the topic at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, soundtrack,
Okay.
I have no idea, so
I say neither of those games. Frostpunk 2, yes, have a nice soundtrack. Fate have nice soundtrack. Silent Hill using old soundtrack. Red Dead Redemption 1 have some ambient sound and positional soundtrack. Horizon definitely not. What should be in this list? Either or both Metaphora and or Persona 3.
Yeah, maybe. Again, me and soundtracks. Okay, anyway, moving on. A game that we didn't see in the list yet. Okay, so Outstanding Story Rich Game Awards. Final Fantasy 16, Ghost of Tsushima, Mouthwashing, Black Myth Wukong, and Stalker again.
Out of all of those, no matter how good I thought about Final Fantasy 15, no matter how good I thought about previous Stalker games, Ghost of Tsushima, I would say it's just one big revenge story that tried to copy all the Japanese revenge stories, but it's definitely not. Out of all of those, with stupid ending of Wukong, I'd say that Wukong is must be actually fine. But again, in this list must be either or Metaphora and or Persona.
Mm.
Those are the games. Those are RPGs with rich story, like Final Fantasy 16. But unlike those games, like Ghost of Tsushima, Wukong or Stalker, those stories is much more coherent and with good ending. Specifically, Persona 1.
Yeah, I mean, I do know that the Persona games are pretty good when it comes to story. So, yeah, it's kind of surprising that it's not in the list at least. But yeah, from what I know about Wukong, what you told me and what I read, the story does sound interesting, and it's not your typical story because, well, it's more about folklore and stuff that you maybe didn't hear or see in that way yet. So
yeah, it's basically modern journey to the West.
Mm-hmm. I still need to play that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
It will be hard. It will be like what's the name? It would be like Sekiro level hard, even harder, but still it's worth it.
I don't mind. I don't mind hard games if I figure out the controls. Okay, sit back and relax awards. The final is Tiny Glade, TCG Card Shop Simulator, House Flipper 2, Web Fishing, and Farming Simulator 25.
I don't even remember what I chose for this category.
Me neither. I think it was only one category where one of my choices were actually in it and didn't even do it.
I know that I voted for web fishing.
I have to. I don't know fully what that actually is. A
I voted
multiplayer chat room focused fishing game.
I just voted for it because of the fishing. I find it relaxing. That's why I voted for it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of cool to have a multiplayer game that's not based around killing and doing shit like that. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I do get the appeal for Farming Simulator as well. I sometimes play Euro Truck Simulator, which is also a chill game. But
to be fair, Euro Truck Simulator much more easier than Farming Simulator.
Yeah, you have to do different. Well, you do other things than in Farming Simulator, and it depends on what DLCs you have.
True, but still, it's just you sitting and driving from point A to point B, and you don't have to. You don't have to worry about crops, fields, and whatnot. Barn, storage.
Yeah, that's true at the beginning, but at some point you will have your own company, your own drivers. So there's a lot more to do when you play it for a while. But
I
yeah,
know, I have company and drivers.
yeah, it's not like you have that economy simulation and stuff like that. Because in Farming Simulator, well, you do everything that a farmer does, selling the stuff, buying new stuff, and whatever. So, but yeah, one game is more about driving, the other this year is more about producing stuff. It's kind of like maybe a bit like a factory game, but you have to do all the shit alone. What I really like in that list is Tiny Blade. Tiny Blade, you don't really have a lot. I'm not sure if you have like quests or something in there, but it's basically just a building simulator, and a really, really good one.
Yeah, looks interesting.
Yeah, the graphics are really awesome. It's such a nice editor. If Unreal Engine would be that easy to make huge games, it would be fucking awesome. Yeah, well, some parts are kind of like that, but yeah, this is definitely a game I'm looking forward to getting at some point. The drawing stuff in there, like ponds and whatnot, it's really nice. Nice to look at. Okay, what else was on the
Is
list?
it even a game? Is it even a game and not just a program to chill out and do some random stuff?
Then I think we have to start a discussion. What makes a game a game? For some people, clicker games are games. I don't see that the same way. So,
Okay, true.
but well, even if there are no quests or something, you still create something. You still build something. You still actively do something. Even if you just look at it at the end, but it's your creation, and eventually nobody else did the same stuff that you did. So that's pretty cool. With the card job simulator, I wouldn't mind that game as much as I do, because I don't see the point in a game like that. If the cards that you can buy, sell, and trade in there would be based on real life card games like
For
Magic the
that you need
Gathering.
to buy. For that you need to buy a license.
Yeah, I know, but then the game would be justified in my opinion, because then you could say, okay, I buy the Pokemon DLC, whatever, and you have whatever 500 cards in it or some bullshit that you might never get in real life. So that then I would understand the appeal, but it's all I don't know.
Eh, okay, kinda makes sense.
That's just how I see it. I mean, I do get supermarket simulate and whatnot. Yeah, it would be cool to have Coke and Pepsi and whatnot there, but I wouldn't mind too much in that case. But in this case, I mean, if I already do something like that, it should be at least the real cards, you know. But that's me, so I know
Okay,
people
I
enjoy
know
it.
your reasoning for that. But yeah, I can see what do you mean, and but I also can see why people might just do it with, well, specifically developer did it with some random cards instead of the licensed ones.
Yeah, sure, money.
Of course, it's not like this game cost a lot.
Yeah, no, not really. I do know people who enjoy it and like to play it. I mean, I also get why people play House Flipper. I mean, I have the first one. I think I have it in VR actually.
Oh,
Um, and yeah, I can see the appeal of that, because you're also renovating a house and making it new and stuff. Power Wash Simulator is a different story again for me. I'm not sure if I would play that game. I kind of get the appeal for it, but It's just not something for me.
Yeah, I also can say that Power Wash Simulator something for me, but I have but my coworker played it and he was like, "Wow, wow." You're just looking at it and it's getting cleaner and cleaner.
Yeah.
It's like, mwah.
I mean, I do every now and then see the shorts on YouTube where people clean the driveway or something like that with power washers. And then I'm like, how the fuck do you make it that dirty? Is there no rain ever there or whatever? It's so weird sometimes. If you see the before and after, it's like, what the fuck?
Still nice to watch.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of stupidly relaxing. Web fishing, well, I'm not a fisher, so it doesn't really appeal to me. That might
No,
be a game for my father.
there is a saying you can endlessly watch on three things: how fire burn, how water run, how people working.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe. I don't like to watch others work.
Well, depends what they do. When somebody using some sort of instrument to do metal work, woodwork, it's looking so fascinating.
Yeah, okay, yeah, like that. A single person doing something special or so. Yeah, okay, I get it. I had more in mind like like a factory and looking down on those the ants working down,
Yeah, okay.
more like that. Oh, the working class. Let's look at the working class, something like that. Shit, I'm a billionaire without money.
Excellent.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
When birds will be working again?
Uh, oh boy, yeah, we have our own burns. There's a meme about a German politician and he on the one side and Burns on the other side, and they look kind of similar. But he stopped. He's like, yeah, okay, I tried and everybody is like, yay, thanks, finally gone. Piss off now, fucker. Try to get to the top of the country for decades almost, and yeah, now he finally realized, nah, that's not gonna happen. So yeah.
Well, at least it's not like American politician who stayed in post for so long that just died there.
Okay, I don't know that story. I think.
It will happen. America have several congressmen that's so ancient that they can't
Yeah,
walk anymore.
like like Mitchell is his name, I think. Looks like a stuffed out turtle kinda. Is like, yeah, he's way past the date to be
Yeah,
in any position like that. Just
he might be past the day to think at all.
yeah, maybe he's already preserved and not even alive anymore. Just pulling him in by pushing him in. He's here. That.
Yeah, he's here. He can vote. He might be can't say it, but we know how he will vote, so we will vote for him.
Yeah. Let us lift his hand and like Weekend at Bernie's or what that movie was, where the guy is dying and they still have the whole freaking weekend to get by and do parties and whatnot and make him wave with a string and shit. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
boy. Okay, well, those were the Steam Awards.
we got through them through 1 hour for in 1 hour.
Yep,
Freaking hell!
pretty much.
Usually we do it much longer.
Let's see. Last year was Baldur's Gate, Elden Ring 2022, Resident Evil Village Game of the Year. Oh god, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I also forgot about that. Definitely not deserved.
How the fuck? I mean, in that case, I would have said, hey, Cyberpunk, okay, but Village. That's
We already was butthurt about it because when Village became Game of the Year, we already did early yearly recap.
yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2 in 2020. Sekiro 2019. PUBG Battlegrounds 2018.
Oof.
yeah, oof, exactly. Choice. Wait, what's that?
Oh yeah, it's when awards was strange.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, when they was like this for per category.
Uh, no, that was that. And yeah, they basically started back then. So. Okay. Yeah. now they are the same every year.
And thank God.
Yeah, makes more sense. Not all the winners don't always make sense, but at least the categories.
Yes. At least they basically finalized the categories and made them more presentable than they used to be.
yeah, it's more in alignment with the Game Awards, basically.
Yeah, Game Awards, screw that. I don't even remember if it was actually during this year or not.
Yeah, last year. But yeah, they were, and I only saw a bit of it, and that was already enough. Yeah, there was some weird shit going on as always, but I'm since that Kratos dude didn't go from the stage for 7 fucking minutes, I'm done with the Game Awards. Like,
Oh, you. Oh.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
No, I will never forget about that shit. Those were the most wasted 7 minutes of my fucking life. Seriously. Watching paint dry is
Ouch.
more effective.
Yeah, I do remember how he was blah 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 blah, and all dude next to him. Come on, and it's over. It's really
El,
hard to stand for me.
El fucking Pacino, Oscar dude on the side, costing millions per, I don't know, minute or whatever, per half an hour or whatever. And that dude is talking, and if I would have been Al Pacino, I would have been so pissed about that dude, and I would have made sure that this guy will not work in the industry anymore after that. Oh,
Oh,
fuck no.
I remembered what happened during Game Awards 2024.
Yeah, well,
Astrobot.
yeah.
Astrobot won a
That
lot
ha-
more than needed.
that happened, and some people were like, huh? Okay.
Yeah, and it was during the time when everybody was already repairing tons of shit to throw on Elden Ring for winning this year again.
I mean, Astrobot, I mean, it looks like a cool game, and I would play it, obviously, but yeah, maybe my standards and my expectations are different.
Come on, it was Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Shadow of the Earth Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor Fantasio. Why Astrobot?
Yeah, I don't know. and the thing is, in my opinion, I mean, might just be my opinion, um, a game of the year should be a game that's available on all platforms.
Or at least it would have so much resonance Like Halo, for example, that even other platforms knew about it.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many really awesome games on Nintendo, but voting them as a game of the year is also kind of weird. I mean, even if Zelda is a really great game, for example, but in my opinion, it shouldn't be an exclusive title winning that award.
Okay, fair enough.
That's the only problem that I have with that, because it, yeah, again, Zelda is great and all, but you do need a Switch for it. So what good is it that it's the best game on the planet if I cannot play it?
And actually, it might be the same situation as with God of War, for example, when you get this game and it's basically not as good as you was told it is.
Yeah, but God of War is just, it's for a different generation. I get too old for some shit at this point. Yeah, I mean, I play for over 4 decades. I've basically seen it all, not just once. So, yeah, the same with music and stuff. Um, there's a song in the radio at the moment that's a remake, or well, it samples stuff from a song like 30 years ago. That's fine with me. I mean, I still don't like it because I didn't like the original, but at least they had enough time for more than one generation in between. So the new generation, they don't know the original. So it just sucks for me because I know the original. But I'm fine when it's like 10, 20, 30 years after the original. But sometimes it's like 2 or 3 years after a song came out. Hey, let's just remake it again. Why? And how is that even possible? If
Not just remake it, but make a whole album with 20 different variations of the same song.
yeah, that, and mostly it's just, well, it just changes the male voice to a female voice, for example, and the rest is almost the same. So it's kind of weird. And why is my mic so low? I have to scream so loud in here. What the fuck? Yeah, me and my setup. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. It might be louder for you now as well.
I think it's fine.
Alright. I still not picking it up the right. What the fuck? Am I even talking the right freaking mic? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I'm in this scene. I'm so much lower voice wise. Okay, I'm also talking more to the side because I'm looking at the display. But all right. Anyway, what other stuff do you want to rant about?
Basically, I want to rant about Nvidia because, freaking hell.
Yeah, click. Yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh. Basically, I want to rant about Nvidia because they doing a lot of stuff that damaging specifically hardware.
Yeah, but
With their they basically putting a lot of into frames generation instead of processing the frames, and their cards not getting better in making stuff. They basically getting better in making fake stuff.
yes and no. If you're talking about the 5000 series,
DLSS, yes.
my setup is so weird. Yeah, but if you're talking about the new 5000 series, um, they can render very well. I mean, if you um if you use 8K and path ray tracing and still get over 60 FPS, that's a beast. You cannot play on any card with maybe might get 20 FPS. So when you use DLSS or frame generation, multi-frame generation, you can get up to 300, 400 FPS. Who needs that? Nobody fucking needs 400 FPS for what? It's just stupid.
First of all, you don't need it. Second of all, you will get all sort of artifacting, like that stupid ghosting when somebody stands right here, and it's basically he's moving like lagging.
Nah, you don't have that at all. Did you see the promotion that they, or the videos that they showed?
I saw how frame generations work on my system, so yeah.
You don't have a 5000 card, and
Yes.
it doesn't support multi-frame generation 4. So you can test it because your hardware is literally not supporting it.
Yes, I know. I heard explanation about this generation,
The thing is,
multi-generation, and it's I don't know. It's doesn't sound right. Specifically, when people saying that if we cutting to raw power, then it's not big of a boost from 40 series.
well, the thing is, you don't really need it. I mean, there's not one game that really, with a 5000 series, you can play anything in Ultra and more. On my monitor, a 5000 card would last for 5 years or so, something like that. I mean, my 4070 will last for quite a while because I'm not even playing in 4K and I'm not gonna do that the next few years. So for me, a 5000 series would just be waste of money. I could literally not even use the whole power. The cool thing about the 5000 series, well, the bigger ones, is the RAM that you get with it. But the price, I don't pay for a fucking GPU more than I paid for my whole system, which is fully capable of playing an ultra setting in every game besides in Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is the only game that I cannot max out because after ultra it has 2 more settings.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's ultra, then hyper, and then giga. Whoever came up with those names needs to be slapped. I think only texture I have on high, a few other things on ultra, and it works well. I have full ray tracing active. Either I get 60 plus FPS or I get 5, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense. And not while I'm playing. If I start a game and it has 60 FPS, I have that constantly for the whole game as long as I play. But the next day I might start a game and get 5 FPS. I cannot figure it out. I cannot figure it out. Somebody was like, "Yeah, lower the shadows," and I was like, "Dude, yeah, thanks, but I know what I'm doing there." And it makes no sense. It's the only game, and you only need a 3070 basically to play it on high. So, and sometimes it says, "Oh, it didn't end well the last time. Let's set it to default settings." Then I do the default settings, change all the stuff. I still have 60 FPS. But if you activate ray tracing, you have to restart the game, so it takes the changes, which is stupid. And then I'm back to 5 FPS. Then I tried to, first I played it on release with the actual driver that I had installed. Was fine. Then a new driver came out specifically for the game. I was like, okay, cool, let's install that. 5 FPS. Went back to the old driver, 60 FPS. Okay, cool. Next day, 5 FPS with the old driver, installed a new driver, 60 FPS with the new driver. What? What is going on with this game? I don't understand. And the thing is, it might be related to freaking Xbox app on PC, because a lot of games seem to have issues on release and a few days after release in that app. and not on
Ouch.
Steam. Yeah, so it might be related to the launch. I don't know.
Yeah, strange thing that happens.
At least I didn't pay $70 for it.
True.
But it's a good game. It's a really good game. I like it.
But again, if we're talking about all those frames generations and whatnot, we have, well, let's say Capcom that basically forcing you to use frames generations because even on systems better than mine, they can't run Monster Hunter Wilds on high settings with stable or good frames. My system can run it on mid settings around 30 FPS, while Digital Foundry said that they had on much better benchmark with better GPU than mine. They got around 35-40 FPS for the same graphical settings.
The weird thing is that the recommended GPU is only a 2060.
And mine graphics card lower than 2060, but I can get performance basically slightly below 5700. And the problem is my graphics card doesn't work on 100%. I didn't max out a lot in this game. I basically found the middle ground, mid preset with some things put on high, just so it would look nice. And my graphics card have less than 50%, slightly more than 50% load, but my CPU have 99% load, and that's I don't get.
Hmm. Interesting, because a lot of games. Well, I don't have any game at the moment that I play that. Well, it uses the CPU, but not even remotely like that. I mean, my CPU is normally set to echo mode.
And you know what's also funny? Because neither Digital Foundry or somebody else reported that, well, at least of what I've heard, that games using a lot of CPU power. Most of the people said that it used a lot of GPU.
Hmm.
And I had 3 crashes in the game, and they all related to GPU, not CPU.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you own the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because well, you could have just tried to benchmark. That's pretty cool.
I I tried benchmark. I downloaded benchmark when it was released. Benchmark and released game are dog shit.
okay.
Well, I when I used benchmark was buggy mess and practically unusable. But when I launched the game, it was much better with better settings than I used in benchmark.
Okay, that's strange. I only tried to benchmark for Wukong, and that was running really good. So,
Yes, benchmark for Wukong and Wukong itself are practically same-ish. If you get a certain performance in benchmark, you will get same-ish performance in the main game.
okay.
But the thing is, Capcom decided to wait on the update for Monster Hunter Wilds. They already announced that there will be new update for Monster Hunter Wilds, but there will be no fixes between release and update.
Yay. But hey, at least you have like 2, 3, 4, 5 free DLC packs. Well, plus 65 euros worth of other fucking DLCs. This is so.
Capcom already. So Capcom released so far news about release, news about that there will be no fixes before title update 1, and news about that they know about bad performance. Did you try to turn off your antivirus? Yeah, stuff like that. And people don't like their response to all this situation.
Yeah, just me to the troubleshooting. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
all the freaking basic bullshit. Make sure you meet the minimum requirements. You update the graphics, update Windows.
How should I update my graphics driver if AMD did not release new driver? They released driver half a month before the release, basically when there was public beta test for this game, but there was no new driver.
You know how
What
many?
type
You
of
know
driver?
how many people use drivers like 6+ months old?
No.
You know how many people still use Windows 7?
Yes.
Yeah, see, and that's the problem. So a lot of people are not like us. They don't see a new driver and they're like, oh, okay, new driver, normally better performance and updates for games, and we installed it. Others are like, huh? They have enough money to afford expensive PCs, but they don't do the basic shit. So I understand why they put the basic shit in there. The only thing that's missing, did you try turning it off and on again?
Yes.
Reboot your system should be number one.
They didn't even say that you must check cache for the game from the Steam.
Yeah.
That they missed.
Disable
Oh no.
compatibility mode if it's
Yeah.
enabled. Who the fuck would enable that on their own?
It's the game made for Windows 11. Why I should put a compatibility mode with Windows 7?
Yeah, or any compatibility mode.
Yes.
So yeah. Oh, and if you okay, I barely see that in game. If you have such a huge button, official Monster Hunter while troubleshooting an issue reporting thread. Oh boy.
Just notice that there are only 146 thumbs up.
32
People not taking
pages.
it lightly.
32 pages already. Yeah,
This game is performing badly.
that's not a lot.
And that's not a lot because there are a lot of downvotes. I'm
Yeah.
practically guaranteed that.
Bioshock, the Bioshock announcements with the launcher, it's still at 0. For every Bioshock game, that news is at 0. That's how many people hate that. the only one that I know that's on 0 for years already.
Wait, what? Monster Hunter cosmetic DLC pass 50 euros?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can buy them solo for 65, so.
Excuse me, they gave me game that not completely finished as far as I can see, and they want me to pay them 50 on top of that?
I mean, if you want to have that hairstyle for 2 euros,
Oh, that's
first,
changed everything.
yeah, first, if anybody pays for that, you need to get punched. Seriously, you just need to get punched. That's.
Second, if you'll see somebody who walking like this, you'll know that they paid for this.
Despite being a $2 DLC hairstyle, it lacks customization options available to several base game hairstyles. Being the 2 hair length sliders.
3. there are three sliders related to hair length, and there might be a whole lot one slider available depending on what type of hairstyle you use. Several hairstyles have zero hairstyle length sliders available.
Yeah, if I read a review like this, you already know. Without reason, because it's Monster Hunter. You fucking fanboy. That guy would pay $200 for the base game. Just because it's Monster Hunter. Seriously.
I like GTA, but I'm not going to buy GTA 6 on the start. I'm going to wait and see what people are saying about this.
This armor set costs $8.
It's not even armor set. It's cosmetics. You put it on top of your armor set.
Ah. Okay, it's just appearance. Okay. Well, then it's not pay to win, so get fucked and keep it.
But still, that's way too much for that shit.
Sticker set. What the fuck do I need stickers for in that game?
For chat in the game.
Yeah, I get too old for this shit.
It was the same in the world.
I get too old for this shit. I don't understand some shit anymore. besides the price, I mean. And what do you even get for the deluxe edition here?
Nothing significant.
The deluxe, the base game and the deluxe pack. Ah, that's that. Okay, so you get the cosmetics and shit.
Same thing with the most expensive version. You don't get anything significant for it.
Yeah, it's basically you basically just pay $40 for the cosmetics. Just $40 for cosmetics.
It's basically you giving Vaseline to Capcom and turning around and closing your eyes.
Yeah. Kinda true, yeah. Otherwise it would just be phew. And the base game is without anything. The base game is just like just bent. For the new Doom game, €80 for the base game and 100 or 110 if you get the premium with the skins and 2-day early access. So many people are like,
oh
no.
yeah. Dead Space did the same thing. They sold by pre-orders skins for a single player game. I forgot about that.
Hey JD, welcome. How are you doing? Long time no see. We're just ranting about shit.
Already ranting about shit because we finished with the main topic.
This is the new Doom game. See the circle here? Wait, there you can see it. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I don't know. They put too much effort in those cutscenes.
And the thing is, this is a prequel, so this is pre Doom 2016.
So there was no point to putting Doom Eternal in one universe as classic Dooms.
It makes no sense. I don't know. And just the fact that you get those rings, those huge please hit the interaction button rings is already pissing me off.
It's like God of War.
Yeah, I don't know. I just get too old for this shit.
You and me both.
All good, that's good. Well, I don't know if I don't think you know, but I'm working on a game. Why it says free there already is also kind of weird. Wish list now. Classic Doom versus Modern Doom. Yeah, the thing is, I mean, it's okay if you take an old idea and add to it, like they did with Eternal and stuff, but there's no jump in the new game. There are no glory kills. Well, it's basically a new game. They shouldn't even call it a prequel.
Basically shouldn't be a Doom.
I mean, I don't know. I have to play it. It might be fun, but not as a prequel of the games that, well, made you really fast. You're not that fast anymore. Now you're more like a tank again. Yeah, no jump like the original Doom. No jump and no glory kills that you know from the last two games.
If we're talking about Brutal Doom, then Classic Doom also have glory kills.
I did not really play that enough. Yeah, I should play the old ones again. But yeah, I'm kinda, I don't know. Well, the new Doom will be in Game Pass, so I don't fucking care. $80? Hell no.
Yeah, hell no.
And some people are like, about some threads. Can afford a expensive PC and cannot afford $80. And I was like, hey dude, that's not the point that people cannot afford it. They don't want to support shit like that. It's 80 fucking euros. There's not one game out for 80 euros. The one game that was out is a fail. And we know that from Square Enix. So
yeah.
So
we're already not taking lightly on games that cost 70 instead of.
Yeah. I mean, 60 in my opinion is already questionable. But 70 and 80, fuck no. No, get lost. I mean, sometimes they also say, hey, but games back in the day also cost Doom with inflation. It was 80 euros as well, or $80 as well. Yeah, but the difference, there was a fucking box with it, including a disc where the game was on the disc. No internet needed to play that game. You installed it from the disc and you could play the fucking game. Now you get nothing. You get digital. That's nothing.
And you're also not getting the game, you're getting a permission to play the game.
Exactly. All the games that I have back in that drawer here, I can install and play them. They're old. They all work without any problems. I own those games. So yeah, I don't mind with inflation and stuff for what I paid, but new games that you don't own and the developer can basically every day say, you know what, I'm gonna remove that now.
Like Ubisoft did with, I think it was with Crew, when they said that we must get used to not owning our games.
Yeah. Usually games are 40 to 60 pounds in the UK. Damn expensive, yeah. Then you got the deluxe versions at 80 to 100 pounds. Yeah, fuck that shit.
I paid for deluxe edition only once when I bought Metafora Refantasio Atlus Anniversary Edition. I felt so ripped off by Sega with that stupid edition. It wasn't even worth the money.
Yeah, and I'm still pissed about this game, and I should have seen the red flags.
I'm pissed about this game as well.
I bought the Ultimate Edition, which... oh no, wait. Oh! They don't have that anymore, because there was the Super Deluxe, then there was another version, dude. It's not there anymore. Ha 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 ha! Okay, so you basically, I think it was called Ultimate, but now in the Ultimate you get the designer cut, which was not part of the bundle that I bought back then. I bought the biggest game, the biggest pack that they had. Yeah, was it a super? Was it a Super Deluxe?
At least it said that you have a library Super Deluxe.
Yeah, it was a Super Deluxe then. normally, a collector's edition, a deluxe edition, and super deluxe means for me, there is nothing else. It's more than anything. Yeah, and then those motherfuckers came out with that stupid season pass too.
Yeah.
For 30 euros.
I wouldn't even say that a lot of deals, a
They
lot
saw
of
you
stuff
coming.
that I wouldn't say that a lot of stuff that was made for Season Pass 2 was good. I played, I think, 2 out of 3 DLCs from Season Pass 2, and I
No, there's not one add-on. Season Pass 2 is only the graphical settings and that shit. There's not one mission with it. Don't confuse that. There's not one add-on included. The Season Pass
so
2 is only giving you the designer cut and the new skill shit. There's not one mission included with that.
so I basically paid for Ultimates. That's mean.
And I even skipped the Humble Choice bundle with Borderlands 3 because they only had one part of that Season Pass 2 because it's split. Yeah, it's basically, there was a way to buy it split. So you could only get the designer cut content or the other shit. So, yeah, nah. In my opinion, that's just stuff that they didn't make into the game on release, and it should have been in the Steam release at least.
It might be stuff that was on cutting board.
Yeah, that's my thought as well. And the game was also unfinished when it was released because DirectX 12 was still in beta, and it was just not running too well when it came out 8 months after the Epic release.
And then they killed Maya in the story, and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, I played less than 40 hours. I did not even. I only played one add-on, and I was, funny enough, I was lucky that I played the best of them. Because I for some reason accidentally with that stupid ship I've been in, I activated something and that triggered that first add-on, and I played the Heist of the Handsome Jackpot, and yeah, that was actually fun, and I played it mostly co-op, and I was looking forward to Guns, Love, and Tentacle campaign with the two dudes. But yeah, pretty much all that I read about the other add-ons is not good. Moxie seems to be the only good one. So
Not really.
I mean that one was okay, and it had the good thing about it was the relation to Handsome Jack and the last game, because everything else in Borderlands 3, in my opinion, sucks. The gunplay is good. The gunplay
I
is
played
good,
that Wild West DLC. I played that Heist DLC, and I won't say that it's well, Heist was much better than Wild West DLC. That's for sure.
yeah, I'm not sure if I even finished the game. Some people are like, oh, who needs story in the game? Fucking Borderlands is about the story. So, yeah,
It's
sorry.
not Doom.
Yeah, exactly. In the Doom the New Age, they have much more story in it now as well. Because that's what we need in a Doom game. In a Doom game, I just want to do click and don't think about shit. There was already enough stuff with puzzles and collectibles and bullshit in Eternal where you had to think, oh, okay, how do I get there and stuff. That's fine with me. Secrets and all, yeah, okay, that's fine. Do you know anything about the story from Doom or Doom Eternal? I don't.
On my own, no. Because I watched some video that explained to me what happened in Ancient Gods. I played Ancient Gods, both of them, and I did not, and I was not even sure that I saw stuff that was told me in the video. I was like, where is this came from?
I mean,
Freaking hell.
I do know about that that main enemy chick, whatever that is in the first part from a cutscene, but about the story.
Can whatever.
Yeah, who cares for the story? I mean, in that case, I really don't care. But in Borderlands, it's all about story, side characters, side quests, and whatever. And those two dudes in Borderlands 3, they're just pathetic. They're a joke, but not a funny one. I don't know. It feels too
The
forced.
joke that falls flat.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's maybe I play it again, but I played the first and the second one more than once. This one I don't see myself even finishing once.
You know, when I saw how they basically cherish that uh, Lily's character from first Borderlands, I was like, yeah, they really like to cherry pick her. But when they did the same thing with Maya that they did with Lily's, they just killed Maya. And I was like, wow, that's an interesting turn of events. So Lilith we can't kill because fuck you, that why? But Maya dead.
Spoiler! Don't care. Yeah, Borderlands 4, surprise, surprise, will only be on one planet again. And,
I wonder why. It's not like it was too confusing in Borderlands 3.
yeah, pretty much. And, there will be, and I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that yet, there will be a grappling hook.
I'd say wait and see how it will be implemented.
Yeah, to have faster movement and stuff. I mean, I can kinda see it. I play Dying Light, and you have a grappling hook with that as well. So, yeah, I kinda get it, but I don't see myself getting that game. I'm done with Borderlands. I might try, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, because I have it, and a friend of mine says it might be the best Borderlands game. So yeah, I might try
Best
that.
best Borderlands game is not even Borderlands, but a Borderlands spin-off.
Which one?
Ironic,
Which one?
as you said, Tiny Tina.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to have Tiny Tina. Nah. I don't have it. I for really cheap bought maxed out edition of Borderlands 3, and I didn't expect that I will drop this game out of this stupid character death that came out of nowhere.
That's also something with Borderlands 3. I don't like any of the characters that they have in there.
Yeah, true. I basically had troubles picking up the character that I want to play as.
I kind of wanted to play with the Siren, but the skills and the stuff that she can do is
I don't like her general look at all. And I do know that the Borderlands 2 had that masculine female character with necromancer, really. Well, that mechanical girl.
which is a child and not muscular at all.
She's she's not that muscular as Siren, but yeah, she's
She is not muscular at all. She's a kid. I'm not sure if you're... The Necromancer is not buffed at all. Was it in the first one?
Oh, yeah, okay. She's not a kid, but yeah, I think I'm mixed her with somebody else.
Because I'm thinking about a buffed female character in Borderlands, and that I don't remember any. That's maybe as an NPC, but as a player character, no, that was the first buffed female.
Okay, I totally missed the mark. I googled how she looked.
Yeah, she's more like Alice in Wonderland with a mech.
Yeah, true. more,
That's more like her.
more than Tiny Tina.
Yeah.
Also, that's also strange with Borderlands 3 because Borderlands 3 doesn't recognize two DLC characters from Borderlands 2.
Yeah, which one?
Both Psycho and Necromancer.
Yeah, okay. I mean, those were added characters, so not directly part of the game when it comes to story and all. So,
but they made the Psycho part of the story in movie Borderlands.
yeah, the movie just doesn't count. The movie just is nah. It's one of the movies on my not too long list of movies that I will refuse until I die. I will never watch those movies. And this is one of them. Yeah,
In my list for sure, last three Resident Evil movies and what was that? Monster Hunter movie.
Yeah, I completely forgot that there was a movie. And it's actually with the same actress who is playing in all those Resident Evil movies, right?
Yeah, Mila Jovovich.
Yeah. So it's basically Resident Evil with monsters.
I don't know. I didn't even watch a review about this movie.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, I'm not too much involved with Monster Hunter, so I don't care too much. But Borderlands making a Borderlands movie PG-13 is just fucked up. That just makes no fucking sense. It's not gory enough. And then some people were like, but Borderlands is not a gory game. The fuck? Did you play Borderlands? Excuse me?
I think somebody never pressed G button.
Yeah, I mean, heads are flying or splatting or whatever. I mean, it's a violent game. I mean, there's a reason why it's 18 plus or rated M.
I think you can, 18 plus.
So when I heard that the movie first Rob Zombie will not finish it, another person will finish it. That was already
Eli
bad.
Roth.
Yeah, that was already bad, and then the fact that it's PG-13. Oh yeah, let's get more kids in there. Children shouldn't even know anything about that game because
This game is basically made for kids. A lot of TikTok, Instagram, brain rot, whatever.
yeah,
Only thing that we miss is skip the toilet in this game.
it's yeah, it should parents should be more behind the age restrictions. I mean, it's different. Back in the day with the original Doom, which was also 18 plus, when I remember correctly, I mean, you had pixel blood that was far from anything being realistic. Okay, this is with cel shading and stuff, but we are talking about way more realistic graphics these days. So, 18 plus makes sense for a lot of games. And if you're 15 or 16, yeah, okay, it might be different, but fucking under 10-year-olds play GTA 5, for example. That's not okay. It's just not okay. There's so much shit in the game that they cannot even understand.
Yes, that's true.
Be political stuff or whatever. I mean,
Or those strange jokes again, some political, some pop culture.
There was a situation where I was still selling consoles and Nintendo and stuff, and a mother with her 11-year-old son came into the shop and they asked for Kane and Lynch. And then I was looking at the son, and the son was yeah. And then I was asking the mother if she's aware that that game is for 18 and up. Yeah, no, I'm buying that for myself or some bullshit like that. And I was like, how old is your son? Yeah, he's 11. And I was like, okay, then turn around, go in that direction, get out of the store. I'm not selling you that game. And I was like, hey, that game is about a psychopath and a cop. That's a story that's
Criminal.
yeah. Isn't it a cop?
No,
You sure
he
about
is a
that?
death row criminal.
Ex-mercenary. Okay, ex-mercenary. Anyway, that game is about two really nuts dudes. So that's okay for adults to understand it, but for an 11-year-old kid, fuck no. And she was not amused, and I was like, hey, get out. I was getting really angry with her. And then and I told her, and by the way, how did I phrase that? Good luck and have fun with your son. If you're already supporting those games for an 11-year-old, yeah, enjoy. Because no offense, that kid will definitely have a record at the police. Definitely. If you play games like this in that age, nah, it's not okay. And I was really hardcore when it comes to those age ratings. I mean, if that would have been a 15 or 16-year-old kid and acting the right way, would have been a different story. But an 11-year-old from a social area that maybe should not have access to stuff like that. Nah. I mean,
I
it's
do remember. I
case.
do remember that I played Manhunt at like 15-ish or 14-ish, something like that.
Yeah, that might, for that game in particular, also be pretty young. That game is, I think the original is still not available anywhere anymore. It's definitely not allowed in Germany. So, but I mean, Manhunt is also, the thing is, there's so much extreme murder in that game. I didn't play it, but I know it, and I know enough of the killing scenes and stuff, and holy shit, that's definitely not for children.
Oh, freaking hell. I do remember a lot of killings from Manhunt 2. I think I played it around 16 years old. But yeah, I did. Every time I activated glory kills, I was like, oh, come on, because this game was released on Wii. Developers decided that it would be a good idea to have those stupid quick time events on PC as well.
That game was out on the Wii?
Yes, Manhunt 2 specifically.
Wait a
And
second.
because those stupid motions that I had to do during these executions, I was like, they was really bother, not a spectacle.
Why am I? Oh, okay, that was unmuted. What the fuck? I know that there were some adult games on. Yeah, Manhunt 2 was on the Wii.
Yes, I said the Manhunt 2 specifically.
Ah, yeah, okay. because I knew that the first one was only out on PS2, I think, and really shortly on PC.
I think I still have pirate disc with Manhunt 2 somewhere around there.
I even remembered the freaking cover of the freaking cover of the game. I even know the cover and I don't even have the game. Yeah, PlayStation 2. 22 years ago. And Microsoft Windows and on the Xbox.
I never finished Manhunt 1, but it's not like I didn't try. It's mostly because I found it too uh,
Huh?
too sluggish to continue.
Okay, it will definitely not be in Germany, but it finds the game in Steam. You can still buy it in Steam.
Yep, I can see it as well. Only $10.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I cannot even search in Germany. It's on the index, as far as I know.
Probably. I can see it because of Rockstar blocked their sales in Russia.
How do I get Manhunt 1 for PC in Germany? Okay, it's not illegal, but it's definitely on the index. On the index means that you can buy it, but you cannot promote the game. So you're not allowed to name it in a German magazine, for example, or show a poster or anything about it. You can still sell it. If people know where to get it, you can go there and say, hey, I want that game, and you will get it if you're an adult, but yeah.
Manhunt 2 used to be on Steam.
Not for us. Not for Germans.
Yeah, maybe because I found a guide. It's in Manhunt. There is a guide for Manhunt 2.
Okay. Makes sense.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I still didn't play. Oh, what? Okay. I just read something here from Curator. Square Enix requires that the international version with an IP address from Germany cannot be installed or started. Fuck you, Square Enix. I mean, what? I mean, I own the game, and I think I have. The fuck? I don't even know. And yeah, German language only available with German low violence version. Hey, still 18 plus, but okay. Let's see
What low violence in this game can be even?
Oh, Manhunt Steam Key 429. Huh. Now I'm interested in getting the game. I mean, I never played it. It's yeah, I
I
don't know.
wouldn't say that must play. I played this game. I would say that around middle of the game, it's really dropping down, and further you play that, more it's dropped down.
Doesn't support Windows 7 or 8. Was it a Vista game then? Funny.
I think it's XP game that playable on Vista.
or
I
something like that.
definitely played it on Windows 7. I'm sure of it.
Okay, yeah, some people on Reddit are like, hey, just get a PS2 emulator and get the ISO and play it.
True, much much easier.
Yeah, funny. I don't. Oh, that's okay. I just found a new auction website for adults. A German one. Red Strawberry. I mean, in German. Not in English. Rote Erdbeere, aber yeah, interesting. Something that's also funny, some games have been re-released through Amazon. Like Deadpool, for example, can be bought again. The Xbox One version, 150 euros. PC downloads, not available anymore. So I guess a bunch of resellers were like, okay, keys. And the PS3 version is 80 euros. I'm happy that I have Deadpool in my Steam library already, so I don't care.
Holy shit!
What?
I get to the site where I buying my digital keys for games that not available in my region, and Deadpool key $770.
What?
Yeah,
Fuck, I should have bought some keys, I guess.
I guess somebody also bought all of the keys available because there is nobody else who's selling those keys. Only this dude who selling them for 770.
Yeah, here on the page where I buy, it's 336. Yeah,
Still,
okay, but that page, I'm pretty sure that some of those keys will be revoked on that page. But on Kinguin, 468. Holy shit. The global one, and as a gift, 700. Wow. Yeah, I should really hoard game keys.
freaking out.
Last comment was 9 years ago on the page that I'm looking. That's how long you couldn't buy it, basically. But yeah, another scalper game, basically. You know what's really cool? What they did with the new 5000 Nvidia cards, to hit the scalpers. A lot of people made eBay auctions, selling 1590s for 1999 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And in the fine print they had something like, don't buy this, you will not get a graphics card, all you get is a printed out paper with the graphics card on it. You're not paying for a graphics card. This is to scam scalpers. Because scalpers use bots, and all those bots went on eBay and started buying all those cards. So that's such an awesome idea. Just, yeah, you pay 2,000 euros or something, and then you get a fucking piece of paper that's printed.
Hey, you paid for it. It's really nice print.
Yeah, it's basically like back in the day, people were selling boxes. Just a box of a graphics card. Or of any other technical device.
Yeah, it's basically not that long ago when we had boxes of PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and Xbox Project.
I mean, I do understand selling boxes. If somebody wants to resell a graphics card, it's better to have the original box, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the box of my 4070 over there. So I was really thinking, should I sell just the boxes, or because I normally don't sell hardware, it just gets old with me.
I sold part of my hardware, but I basically sold it to my work. Yeah, we had some parts short, and I was like, yeah, I have it lying around. I might as well get some of my investment back.
Oh, I was just looking for a Transformers game because somebody was mentioning that.
Oh no! Don't tell it to me. It's when I last time when I looked at it, it was too expensive. It will broke my heart already. Well,
Okay,
I own two Cybertron games. I don't own this
you,
generation one from
you,
Silver.
so if you own the Fall of Cybertron and War for Cybertron, that's worth the Fall is worth 143 and War is 443.
I bought them for $5 each.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, and yeah, the cheapest is on Kinguin. Crazy. Who would? But seriously, who the fuck is so stupid paying something for nothing? For the name in your library. I mean, you really have serious issues if you're such a collector. If you pay that much just to have a digital product that might not even be playable anymore, you have issues. You need professional help.
If I want to play some last game from Cybertron trilogy that made looking like a movie, I will download it from specific website.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not that I'm paid for it.
Yeah, but I'm happy that I got Deadpool because Deadpool was on Steam, then it was off Steam, it was on Steam, it was off Steam, and every now and then it had a sale. And at one point I was like, okay, fuck, now I buy it because it was already expensive when it left Steam back then, and I was like, no, I'm not paying that. And then it came officially back, and now they just have to bring back officially Deadpool and the Transformer games, and all the scalpers are fucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen because of license issues.
Because it's Activision. Well, with Deadpool because of Activision, because if I remember correctly, they returned Deadpool with a big price tag on it. And with Transformers, I don't remember who owned them. I guess Activision as well.
Well, the license is Bandai.
It should
Transformers?
be Hasbro.
Hasbro. Sorry.
I mean, developers. No, not developers, publishers.
There's only one Transformer game? Okay.
Others are delisted.
No, Galactic Trials, but that's not even with the Hasbro license. Not even public. Wait, is Hasbro not also publishing?
No,
No.
I think it was Activision.
Okay, now I thought they had a publishing studio as well. Huh, okay. But only one Transformer game on Steam? That's interesting.
Yes, all other games deleted.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. And that came out last year. Okay. I don't think that I own a Transformer game.
Oh,
Nope.
I definitely own at least two, I guess. No,
Transform
three. I have one on the disc.
Transformice. That's the only Never played. Yeah. But Deadpool, yeah, I need to play it more. I only played it for 1.5 hours or so. It's a fun game.
Yes, Transformers also was published by Activision and developed by High Moon, as well as Deadpool.
Ah, okay. Yeah, but the chances that Activision games come back is pretty slim, I would say.
If it's not Call of Duty, yeah, fat chance.
Yeah, mostly because of Microsoft owning the. Oh, wait a second. Do they own Activision as well?
Yes, they
I mean,
bought Activision Blizzard.
it's Activision Blizzard. Yeah, both the same. So yeah, chances are, I guess, relatively slim that they will bring out those games again.
There might be some chance if Microsoft would be willing to spend more money than they already spent.
Yeah, that's the thing. The last Transformer movie, the animated one, wasn't bad, but the others were not good anymore. So Deadpool is kind of surprising. That could actually get a remaster because of the last few Deadpool movies. So
And I think my camera just died.
yeah, I don't see you anymore.
Uh-huh. It doesn't want to work.
Okay. Well,
Well,
we're kind of done anyway.
yeah, we're done with the main topic. We also rambled about some other stuff, and we'll have to figure out what we want to talk about the next time.
Well, I guess we figured that out until the next time.
Yes.
um, there's a lot of shit going on with new game removals and whatnot, and yeah, who knows? We will see.
Ubisoft as well.
But yeah, we might be able to talk about some stuff like Doom comes out in a few weeks. Yeah, Doom comes out May 15th. What's also really cool about the new Doom game, it's a single player game, right?
Yeah.
And it comes with De Novo.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah,
Wait, Dino is anti-copy.
yeah, anti-copy. But still, I mean, that's what Steam is there for, god damn it. But yeah, pre-order bonus, you get a Void Slayer skin. And 2-day advanced access. And if you get the premium content, you get even more skins for your single player character. Although, oh yeah, you also get a skin for the dragon that you can apparently fly in the new Doom game.
What is it, Skyrim?
Yeah. And this here, the last picture looks like a power suit.
Last thing looks like a Marvel character. That
Yeah.
black dude from Iron Man.
Yeah, blah 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 machine.
War Machine.
War Machine. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, and you also get to the early access for the game.
Yeah.
Basically, exploiting fear of missing out.
Yep. And only for 110 euros.
Low price.
I mean, I did get RoboCop with a 2-day early access as well. I didn't pay full price, and I only pre-ordered it because it was a full package with all the skins and stuff. But that was not even near the 80 euros that this game wants. So, and this is
true.
the first Doom game that I actually set on ignore before it even came out. That's how much I'm interested in this game. I will get it at some point. I will play it on day one, don't get me wrong. I will definitely play it if I have Game Pass, because I think Game Pass ends in a week or so. So yeah, I do want to play it, but I will definitely not pay for that shit. Nah.
I don't know if I will play it because I'm still pissed about the ending of Ancient Gods. It was so offensive that, well, I might spoil Ancient Gods when we will talk about Doom Dark Ages.
Yeah, you can do that, because I will not get it. I will just play the regular base game.
Do that. Doom Eternal is great. Doom Eternal Ancient Gods both is just a bullshit in pure form.
Yeah, I heard about that. Let me see if I still have audio. Yeah, you're still in here with audio. That's good.
Good thing that camera basically survived till the end.
Yeah, good timing. Well, once we figured out the whole shit, it kind of worked pretty well. So, but the
Yeah.
initial bullshit is really, oh my god, come on. I mean, I think I'm gonna cut out the first 10 minutes or so.
Well, it's basically just fixing stuff and not like we talked about anything at
Yeah,
all this time.
just ranting and getting pissed about technical bullshit again.
Yeah.
Well, we're not gonna promote when we're gonna stream the next time, because this was like 3 months after the last stream that we did. So yeah, life is happening and stuff is happening, and therefore we might not do it monthly anymore. But we will see about that.
Yeah, that we're actually able to do it monthly for that long, I was really surprised. I also want to do it at least twice a month, but yeah, stuff happened.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, but yeah, who knows? Who knows what happens this year? So I'm working on a game that I'm gonna stream soon-ish, so I can be the first and only one showing the game. And yeah, there's a lot going on with that. So yeah, well, and life happens. um,
Also, I'm sometimes when he was available, I'm sick or something like that,
oh yeah,
and we can't basically put it up together.
yeah, that's the thing. Different countries, different time zones, and whatnot, and well, mostly life. It's mostly life that comes in between streaming or not streaming, and it's not like I'm streaming a lot on my own. So uh, I stream maybe. It depends if I get a game to review or something. Then I might do 1 or 2 streams a week. But I also had times this year where I had no stream for like 20 days or so, and I was like, "What? It was 20 days already? What happened? Ah, yeah, life happened. Ah, yeah, right. Okay, yeah." So I started with freaking Indiana Jones last year. I didn't continue it yet, but mostly because it runs like shit sometimes.
Yeah,
So
and we plan to play during uh, January weekends in something. I still have Baldur's Gate 3 installed.
does that have a friend pass, by the way, or something?
I, no, it's
You
wh-
you have to
what was
own it to play it, right?
uh, I have to own it to invite you. It's uh freaking hell, I forgot how it's called.
Oh, it does have remote play together.
But yeah, remote play.
Ah, yeah, then we should definitely play that. Yeah,
I
right.
have no idea.
I completely forgot about that. But next thing that we're gonna play, because that is timed, is the Deep Rock Galactic
Yeah, I
event.
think to the start of the next season we will start it.
Well, we don't have to stream that, so I'm not sure fully what I'm doing tomorrow. But if you're up for it, we could play tomorrow.
Yeah, we can try it.
I mean, that game at least is good in co-op. It works, and we know
We
what
don't-
we're getting into.
and we don't need to test how it works with remote play.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Okay, well, that was the first Streamcast this year, not the last one, definitely.
Yeah.
So
It was
more,
supposed to be on the previous week, but I had troubles with the last weekend.
yeah, and the weekend before I was like, oh shit, yeah, I did not really sleep, and yeah. Anyway, reasons.
Yeah.
All right, well, Lothar, thanks for hanging out as always,
Thanks for having me.
and yeah, you have a good night, and yeah, let's see about tomorrow. Let's not make any fixed plans. We see about
Yep.
that tomorrow.
Yeah, I know how we used to play Dead Space 3.
Yeah, yeah.
Did it exactly once.
We play Deep Rock definitely sooner than that.
Yeah.
All right, hey JD, thanks for stopping by. Thanks everybody else for hanging out, and yeah, well, time zone appropriate greetings everybody. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.